Hi everyone, it's Denise Reed and welcome back to my channel, Bramble Reed. So this week we're going to be making the papier-mâché pumpkin DIY, which is a great fall goodie. This papier-mâché pumpkin tutorial is great for fall pumpkin centerpieces, or you can make them smaller and make a fall pumpkin wreath or a fall pumpkin craft that is also used for Thanksgiving. These papier-mâché pumpkins are made out of papier-mâché clay, or it can be made out of the papier-mâché newspaper or papier-mâché toilet paper. For the best creative DIY and fashion content, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to hit that bell to be notified when I upload a post every Tuesday. I have a Facebook page that is dedicated to DIY crafts and fashion that you're able to join. Now it's your turn. For this week, guys, we're gonna try and make a DIY papier-mâché pumpkin. So what I've done is I have loaded up my bags with, I didn't want to take these apart because that's the way we store our plastic bags. So I put some plastic bags inside there, and then I also doubled it up because these have sharp corners and I didn't want them ripping through the plastic bag. I'm gonna bring it around. I'm gonna just tape this down. Now, and also I'm using two types of masking tape. Remember that papier-mâché, clay or papier-mâché will stick better to masking tape than it will white tape, white packing tape, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna wrap it around. And then I'm gonna do it again this way. And then you're just gonna kind of make sure that you're making those pumpkin. Okay, take it again. Okay, so now that I'm finished with putting the masking tape, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back around and I'm going to make sure that my lines to form the pumpkin creases are defined. So I'm just going to do it a little bit taunter, pull it down a little bit more. And I was going to use an elastic band, but okay guys, so you see the way the groove is starting for the pumpkin. Now one tip, you know how I put my bags in folded? No, your bags need to be out so that they don't start jagging and like three bags in one spot. But a pumpkin is that way anyhow. And I'm gonna form these. Then you're gonna pull out all of that stuff once your form has hardened. We're going to put this on a glass bottom, and then I'm just going to start applying the papier-mâché and form my pumpkin sides. Some of them did not go really nicely, you see that? It didn't sink in, but I said that I would just form it myself. And that was the one half, and one side looks really nice. So I'm just gonna form it on here. I'm not gonna let it stop me, and then we'll put it outside to dry, and then we'll come back. So guys, I'm going to be using 3 colors. So this is the best orange that I can actually get. When I went to Dollar Store, there was no orange, and then the Dollar Tree had, I think their oranges are a little bit weak in color. I'm gonna use the brown, and then I'm going to use a gray. I actually made the texture and the wetness medium, so I didn't put it too wet. This one is a little bit more soft because of the fact that I added the color to it. So I'm just gonna see what I can make. And then later on, if I need, I'll sponge in some color. Now, one of the things that you can do is you can flatten this, and maybe that's what I will do. I'm gonna flatten and mold it on, opposed to putting it on where the thickness isn't right. So let's do that now. I flattened this piece out, and I'm just gonna put it over. And one of the things too is I don't want the little creases and stuff. So I am gonna roll it out just so you know that. So I'm gonna just finish it off, soften it, and make it look a little bit better. And that's just playing with it, right? I'm going to roll this part out and then mold these a little bit better. Now, if you notice that these are not out, do what I did, put a little piece underneath it and then put your top layer over top and keep doing that. And remember, pumpkins really don't have that much space, but it's also up to you how you want to, what you want your pumpkin to look like. So don't be afraid. And once I'm done this, I'm gonna put it out to dry and I will show you. Now remember, drying time takes about a week if you're gonna put it outside, because you really want it fully dried, right? When you're also doing it, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put everything under and I'm going to dry it this way. Once it's dried, I'm gonna come back, flip it over and do the top half so that this part will be the bottom half. Make sure this bottom part here is completely flat, and you wanna take this line all the way in here, okay? So remember, if it's not enough, you can just like literally lift it up like that. Add more pieces in there. And you can mold this and shape this whatever way you want, right? If you need an example, go online, find a pumpkin, a real pumpkin, not a fake one, but find a real pumpkin patch and kind of mimic what you're seeing. Remember, this isn't gonna dry like this, it's gonna dry more muted. So guys, I'm finished. I'm gonna set this out to dry, but I wanna just remind you, if you're having any difficulties, take your plastic bag, put it over, smooth it out, and go between each of these, okay? Smooth it, and just keep doing it with your finger. Your finger will do all the work. I also made sure that mine was square, so try and go back and make sure that it's square. And what I did was I went and I put it square and then I rolled it around. Hey, how come it's not square anymore? Oh, sorry. Yeah, make sure that your thing is square. I'm gonna do mine on with the flat surface and then square it off, and then this is gonna go out to dry, okay? And then we'll bring it back and we're gonna flip it over and do the top portion. Now, if you want to, you literally can do the bottom portion now. I just want to be able to cut off that and mold it and make my bottom so that it pops out. Comment down below if you would be using these papier-mâché pumpkin DIYs for your fall decor. So this is partially dried and it looks really nice. I like it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this portion out, and I'm gonna take it out first. All you're gonna do is just pull it out. I'm gonna open it up, pull out, take out all the bags, and then we'll go from there. So guys, so literally you can leave your pumpkin like this and it is done. Just dry it and we're gonna attach this. We'll put a stick inside of it and you can put it through and do your veining. But then you would have the bottom half, which is not full, and then you can put it like that. And there you go. I would dry this, of course, first. And then that's it. Your pumpkin is done. You can leave it as a display. I want to have my pumpkin a little bit more 3D, so I'm going to go through, flip it over, do some more stuff to it. So guys, to do my stem, I took a paper towel and I just folded it, or you can do the same thing with tinfoil paper, but at least the paper towel is a little bit sturdier. And I'm just going to, and then I'm going to take my papier-mâché, and I'm going to put it all the way around. There you go. Now, because we're going to, I'm gonna also add like gray and stuff in there later on, but just so you kind of see. And now I'm gonna put it in the dehumidifier because I want the gray, I want the black to be very bold. So let's just put a little bit here. We're gonna dry this now. This is where I'm gonna dry it. And this is a plastic bottle that I've just cut and allowed the shape. So when I have it on here, this is the way my shape's gonna go, and I'll bend it and form it as it dries. Okay guys, for the top half, I'm just gonna do another one. If it works, I'll have one big pumpkin. If it doesn't work, I'll do two. So guys, here's a tip that I did. I actually made my pumpkin first. I added gray here so that it sinked in, and then I added more gray around here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten my color, and I'm going to flip it over top and smooth it out, and then that will be done. And at least I have the filler, I have it thick. I'm thinking that I'm not going to be able to match it, but I'm okay with that. Two pumpkins is better than one, I guess. I wanted to show you how to do your stem. So this one here, this is not dry, just place that portion on, and then the rest of this has been drying. So this is not ready yet. You can tell by the color it's not the same as the other one, but I wanted to try one where I attached the stem. So what I did was, it's already stuck, darn, sorry. So what I did was I took this portion out, I cut off the cardboard, and then I folded up the core portion of it. So I want it like this portion here, and then I'm going to take my, if you have black, you can use the black. I just include black on here, but for this one I don't want black. And all you're going to do is you're going to add this on here, and you want to bring it up. And because I want it up, I'm going to just add a little bit more and then pull it down. Now this one, I want it a little bit different from the other one, so I'm gonna pull this part down. Now remember something too, these things are based on your taste, not someone else's taste, not the way it looks. It doesn't have to look the way it looks in real life or on a pumpkin patch. You do it according to your design. So for this one, I just want to blend it up, blend it over, and then I'm going to put, to get it up more, I'm going to put this like that. And I would recommend smoothing it out, and you know, you just pat, 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 smooth it out. I have this chopstick, oops, and it has two sides, so I just take it up. Now that you know how to make the papier-mâché pumpkin fall goodies, I have written a guide on different designing platforms that will help you get your creative juices out of your head and onto a digital platform. I have included a list of tutorials that will help you understand these platforms better. You can download the guide at the link in the description box. Also, I do have that Facebook page where you're able to upload different DIY, fashion, and craft contents. You can check out the link in the description box. Check out these videos next on papier-mâché lamps, so let your light shine, and my papier-mâché plates, high-end decor, and my upcoming video on the papier-mâché piggy bank. If you like this video, hit that like button, be sure to subscribe, and share the content with your family and friends.